then I started asking myself, who am I? Really, I didn't know who I was. I lost my identity. I said, I'm nothing. Oh my God, I'm no manager anymore. I don't have any employees anymore. I don't have any customers anymore. So I'm a cleaner. What I am? I'm a housewife.
Welcome to a new episode of Most Memorable Journeys. My guest today is a very fine, lovely lady who I have known for quite a few years now. She always is in a good mood. She's always wearing very lovely clothes and she is always paying compliments to everybody. She's an award-winning public figure. She's the founder of Sheinspires and Cyprus events. And just before we started recording, she also said to me that she is a motherpreneur, a mumpreneur. And I think that's one thing that I definitely would want to talk about. Welcome to Most Memorable Journeys, Paola Savva.
Thank you, Elizabeth, for welcoming me to your esteemed Most Memorable Journeys podcast. This is my first broadcast. Yes, it's truly an honor and a privilege to be here with you together. And podcasts like yourself holds a special place in my heart for their ability to connect people globally and celebrate diverse cultures. That's something which is very unique.
That's exactly what I want. And this is what I want to, we are all human. Some of us are maybe a little bit more famous. Some of us are a little bit more, have more money or this and that. But deep down, we are all human and we all have needs and we all have insecurities, no matter how big we think we are. And I think it's the being human that I want to get out of people. And let's get right in there because you sent me some information about you. And there was something that I would actually like to start with, something that makes you vulnerable and something that will help many, many people who are listening to us maybe feel a little better. You had a depression. You went through a depression as a young person.
Yes. And that actually that made me who I am today. To let you know, like I see life is like a journey. It's like travel. And like St. Augustine said, the world is a book, and those who do not travel read only one page. So I take life as one step of learning and developing. So by the age of 17 and a half, I was a successful teenager in the sense of the first student at school. I was a very good athlete in volleyball, and with championship, I was in the national team of Cyprus. So for 12 years, I was training, and my mindset was that I would be a sport teacher. Okay, that was my dream. At that age, my parents were coming from a very not poor but middle class family. They couldn't afford my studies, so they managed to give me scholarship. And with scholarship, I went to Budapest. Now, back then in 1978, at school, okay, in Cyprus, we were like a small protected society with many values and secured and very close, in a very close society. So me going to a special place like Budapest, strange country, they were not talking English. I know Greek speaking people and so on. I went there with a scholarship of becoming into economics, to get economics. And with the possibility that going there, I could turn into the sports teachers university, which after 3 months, I was told that that wasn't going to happen. And that was a strike for me. It was like all the things started falling and then negative talks and a dream was not coming true. So I lost my purpose. I lost the thing I wanted. It's like a dream never existed. And I didn't want to go ahead studying economics in a communism country where it wasn't so easy for me. It wasn't this I wanted, but I remained there. I fulfilled the year. I learned the language, because I love languages. This is how I learned English and everything. I never went to private school or English schools or whatever. So day by day, I kept on telling myself that I don't like it here. I don't want to be here. And then the next morning, I changed my mind. I was playing with my mind. And there's only one small narrow thing there, that after a year coming back to Cyprus, I was completely dead. I didn't feel anything. I didn't want anything. I didn't wish anything. I was in deep depression. I didn't return back to Budapest. That turned to be a good decision not to be there. But I was like paralyzed. I couldn't even get a cup of water. I was feeling very weak. My mind was not working. And I was like a zombie. My mother really, really didn't know what to do with me. She was taking me there and here, but I never had any drugs. I never got into this. She was trying to take me to the sea. Nothing was working with me. And in that particular thing, there was one cousin of a friend who used to like me. I don't remember a lot about that. Remember, it was a dark period for me. The only thing I remember is that I said, yes, I will get engaged with him. I was only 18 years by then. And I said, I never got in love so far, so I will love him in the future.
You will learn to love him.
I will learn to love him. Well, I didn't care. I mean, I don't know why I said yes. Nothing. I was a passive. I could not control anything. I did not have a say in anything. So I said yes. And after a month, when we went out with his parents to have fun during Christmas, we left at 11 o'clock and he was driving me back home. There was a lot of rain outside, huge rain. And I do remember that very well. From that point and over, I remember every single thing. So in the middle of the road, while he was driving me home, there was so much rain, he stopped, he got out of the car, he went in front of the car, and the lights were showing him, okay? He bent down, and then he came back into the car, closed the door, and he opened his hand. And what he showed me, he showed me a frog that he picked up. Now I'm laughing, but when I saw the frog, when you see insects and things, I was very terrified. I was screaming and I was shouting. It was disgusting. And he immediately opened the door. He left the frog down and he came back and he followed me home. I didn't even say good night to him. He just banged the door behind me and he left. You know that was the first reaction I had for 2 years
Mm-hmm.
because I was not reacting in anything. I didn't sleep all night, but I felt that frog immediately cleared something in my mind. All that darkness, all that deep thing I was feeling for 2 years, it was like it's gone. It was gone. Just disappear. And you know, the frog is awakening. I had a big awakening. From the very first day, I invited him. I said to him, sorry, it's not about you, it's about me. I don't want to get married with you. I told my mother that I don't want ever to get married. I want to find myself back into track and to find a new version of myself. You know that when you have a computer, sometimes it comes a new version. And
Mm-hmm.
if
An
you don't
update.
go to the new version,
Mm-hmm.
you will not get back to track. You know, you will lose everything, bugs coming. So I completely, Elizabeth, changed everything from scratch. I never went to the field for volleyball, for which it was my passion. I never got in touch with any of my friends from before. I couldn't see anything that related me to my past. From day one, I started going every day, 5 minutes running. I made 5 minutes 10, 10 minutes 15, and I became a runner, a 1.5 hours runner. I started like the law of attraction started working for me. But you know, deeply inside me, when even I was in the darkness, I was always had this thing of hope and faith. Inside me, I was praying a lot, but I also wanted to die the same time. And I don't want anybody to pass what I passed, but you must always have faith, always believe, and always say, help me, God, because that is what helped me at the final thing. But that frog gave me the initiative.
It was the wake up
That,
call.
yes, it was a big wake up call.
Yeah.
And you know, I was unstoppable. That thing made me say that I will never allow myself to get into so much deep depression. Every now and then, everything can happen to us. We lose people, we lose careers, but I make a promise to myself that I will be unbroken. I will be unstoppable. And this is what I did because I followed my heart. I became really, really in healthy in the body because I believe in movement. I believe
Mm-hmm.
in using your body to do exercise because I do that until now. And then I found a good job from scratch. I became from a very simple employee to bank manager. With also, I was a leader of 12 and 15 people, and I fall in love with my husband.
Yeah, I was going to say, but then you did find love because you have been married to the same man for, what did I read, 38 years?
Yes, I'm 37. 37 years.
37 years. I think in today's world, that is an achievement. I think that's one thing that we have in common. We have a lot in common, you and I, because I like sport, I like the exercise. I've been married to the same man for a long time. So I think there is reasons for these things, you know, that the things that drive us. I didn't meet the frog, but, you know.
You know, sometimes you don't know what will trigger you. there is one word, maybe you hear something from somebody, that's why you have to be a good listener and to use your five senses. And thank God gave us five senses, but gave us one more that we don't know it exists. And we have to have that faith inside us. So, and hope. And every single time something happens to us, which is unavoidable, we must always say that will pass. Nothing stays as it is. Either it will pass and you make a choice. Do I want to react this way or shall I react another way? And always there is a better way to react.
And it's always it's up to you how you want to react.
Yes. And something about relationships, as you said, 37 years. Love is something that you don't, is something that you always culture. It's like a plant. You don't, when it's small, you just have to water it more. Then you give it more love and you give it more love. Then when the tree goes up, again, you need to cut it. You need to change things. And the relationship with your husband or with your children, you have to create that environment and that experiences for them as well. So you make them be still interested in you as you are interested in them.
It's communication, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, and talk and also being interested in each other.
Yes, it is you work for your love. As a mother of three, okay, I had to have a balanced life and I was workaholic. I heard you are Capricorn as well. So
yeah,
you know what that Capricorns. Yes, we have a moment, we have periods for me that I am, nobody can see me. I'm in the dark. I might be backwards, but that is my preparation time. And also, we are a little bit of perfectionists. We like to do things very well, but also we are very loyal and, what to say, energetic. We are energetic in what we do. So, what I want to say is that having to work for the bank, I needed at the same time to be a wife and be a mother. And I managed to do this by purchasing, by hiring a housemaid. And this is for mothers that they want to control and have a balanced life between their career and motherhood and their husband. That solved me a lot of problems. And with the third child, having this housekeeper in my house, I stopped being a cleaner, which is not bad to be a cleaner, but you cannot do anything. So when I went home, I was very much enjoying being a mother, to raise them, to spend time with them, to take them out. And I was so active with sports and everything. So I taught them how to windsurf, to go so I was creating good experiences for my children. And at nights, I could be a wife. I could go with my husband, have a drink. And that is how you progress and make your relationship go further with more value.
Yeah, I think there is absolutely nothing wrong with getting help because, getting help is not a sign of weakness. It's a sign of strength. It's understanding that there are certain things that you can outsource so you can concentrate on the things that you like to do.
Yes, that's true. And one more thing to add on that. As a woman manager in a bank, I was faced with first of all, it wasn't easy because everybody was a man thing.
Can imagine.
And when I had to go 2:30 leave work because or 3 o'clock, the others would stay in the bank just to show that they're working. While I was checking the tray with my things at home to see, check the house, and then go on and do it. So I had to have this lady at home so I could be equal them. So I was giving back from my salary to be a manager. Like men of that age of this thing, they were going home and the wife was there just to, everything was ready for them.
Yeah.
So I couldn't.
I totally understand what you're saying. Now, you had a successful banking career for, I think, nearly 30 years, and then something happened, something that everybody in the world knows. In 2013, we had a big banking crisis in Cyprus. What happened to you, Paola?
So, for those who don't know, the first bail-in happened in our country in 2013. After 30 years of hard work, it wasn't easy. I mean, I really gave a lot of my heart, my soul, my youth, and my time because I loved what I did. Mostly, I never thought it was a job for me. I thought that I was there for a specific reason to give good advice to people, and I was excellent in service and in dealing with problems. That was my skill was problem solver. All right. I never thought that anything could not have a solution, and I still do. Beside death, everything can be, there is a solution for everything. So you have to search for it. I was good in what I was doing. And in 2013, I had that dilemma that I was, because of the bail-in, they consider our pension funds, the retirement funds that we were working for so many years, that there was a simple deposit. And immediately we had no any funds, nobody. 1,700 employees working more than others, more than 30 years. And it wasn't funds that we were given by the government or by the taxpayers. There were money that were cut off from our job, plus our bank added. So we have a considerable good amount when we leave, because we were supposed to leave at the 60s before we get retired. So for 5 years, when we leave the bank, to be able and have a good salary. But we didn't have a choice. They came and told us, look, like mid-20, either you go and the government made this agreement with the union, you will go. And if you go, we will give you half of your pensions. And when you will be coming 65 years, you will be given another 22.5% of your pension at that age. At that point, I didn't want to leave, but my 2 children were going to UK for studies to meet my first daughter as well. So 3 children would be in UK studying. And I know that I needed every single penny to make that happen for them. And I couldn't afford staying and getting sacked with only the government remuneration, which was only 50,000 euro then. But one of the terms was when we received this money, we had to pay all our debt. So actually, we got so much as not to start from the beginning. With the hope but on the 65, I will get something. All right. And that was it. A career of 30 years was finished. And I turned myself the next morning and I didn't know where to start from.
Mm-hmm.
It's not easy, but because I had that depression when I was very young, I knew that I shouldn't allow myself to get so deeply down. I had to take every single moment and time to utilize it in action, doing something, not staying at home because for a week when I stayed,
We can
when
imagine.
you
Yeah. Too much thinking.
imagine you have a routine for 30 years.
Mm-hmm.
Wake up early, be proactive, go have strategic goals. It's a big platform of people, relationship, power, because I was also giving loans. And then you don't have anything of that. And then I started asking myself, who am I? Really, I didn't know who I was.
Mm-hmm.
I lost my identity. I said, I'm nothing. Oh my God, I'm no manager anymore. I don't have any employees anymore. I don't have any customers anymore. So I'm a cleaner, what I am. I'm a housewife. But I don't like to be just a housewife. It's not wrong to be a housewife. It's your choice.
Yeah. Yeah. It wasn't your
But
thing.
no, it wasn't my thing. So you know what I did? I listened to someone who was 80 years old. He was going to university. I said, if he's going to university, oh, what can I do to start learning?
Mm-hmm.
And I went on. What did I do? I went to study the Russian language, and I did this for 3 years. That gave me a goal. I had to go and study and had precise mean. I gave
Mm-hmm.
examinations. So I found somewhere to hang on. And at the same time, I went traveling. I started traveling more and more for personal development. I went to London. I heard the Mark Cassetta, Tony Robbins. I was doing with another lady in Cyprus. I started volunteering and creating events for personal development. And then I saw that I was very good at it because I like not to do only events. I do like to make people be happy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I do like to make people feel that they deserve, because everybody deserves in this life. And like a traveler embarking on a new voyage, we must embrace uncertainty then and welcome the unexpected.
Yeah.
That is what I've learned, that we must do that. Every destination we reach, every experience we gather shapes us into who we are. And just as travelers collect souvenirs, I started collecting experiences and to remember their journey. So we gather memories and lessons out of these. Because, as I said, life is a journey on
Mm-hmm.
itself. And from all the bad things, if you know why it's happening and what happened, you might learn and step over it and become more brave and more capable
Mm-hmm.
and more determined in what you do.
Very
You
true.
get more clarity.
Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely. There's something else that you and I have in common, and that is having a very, very good friend. Because I don't think we can go through a podcast episode without talking about Miranda Dringis, can't we? Can we?
Yeah, no.
She's been on my podcast before, and she is your very, very good friend. And you travel together. You just the two of you sometimes, right?
Yes. Yes. You know, travel, traveling with yourself is different. Traveling with your children is different. Traveling with your husband is different. And traveling with a friend is
The
much
best.
different.
Don't tell that to
and
my
you know,
husband.
I've made trips with other friends as well because as you said, we've got lots of friends. But
Mhm.
the specific Miranda, I believe is my soul sister. Is a soul sister. It was a karmatic time when we met, and believe it or not, this year we are celebrating 25 years of friendship, and we are planning to go to her motherhood
I
country
know,
that
I
I've
know
never,
everything, Paula. She already told me.
and I must correct something Miranda said in her podcast that when they were dreaming of that park over there, because she said nobody could believe what they were doing. But I believe more than she believed. And I saw her the way she's now. I really did that. I saw her. And when it was in the beginning and it was very hard, I just remarked her and spread it out to her. And I was stood by her all the way. And I'm a witness of what she experienced. And she's an admirable, she and her husband, that I saw her. I saw her because she was young. She used to love the herbs. And I saw in her that she would be the best herbalist in Cyprus with her knowledge, her passion, and everything. We were doing events because I was doing events for Radio Marathon, for other
Mhm.
society. I was contributing a lot. And I used to call her and invite her as a herbalist before
Mhm.
she even becomes herbalist. So yes, she's my soulmate. We went to Thailand.
I know.
Uh, yes,
And
and
why
it
did you
was an
like Thailand? Before you answer that, I so agree with you that we need a friend or friends who believe in us, who fully believe in us, and as you say, who see it before they even see it themselves. And I think that's the most important in a friendship.
your friends, if they are the right ones, they can be the lights to take you further.
Hmm.
They're lights for you.
I agree.
If they're not
Totally
good
agree.
friends, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
well, that's another story. That's another podcast. But so, how did you like Thailand?
Fascinating. A place that even now I'm talking about Thailand. I feel the whole of my body, all my senses are over there. I can see myself with no shoes in the sands with so many nice exotic beaches with trees, the coconut juices, or the sparkling of sparkling wine by the beach with very nice little Zen music. The sunsets, the sunrises, the food is delicious. It's amazing cuisine. It's gastronomy, the street foods. It was a big experience. Even my experience with the elephant, being closer to the nature and the people of the country, because the travel is not only just traveling and having fun, it's getting to know the culture and the people.
Hmm.
And that is what I like when I go on my own or with my husband. and or the children, or with Miranda, is that we get into the culture of people. We go to restaurants that they are specific for the residents. We don't seek for tourism places. We will ask the Thailand people where to go for that, where to go for that, and that was amazing. And the people were very good.
Yeah,
Were
very
good.
beautiful, Bib. I know. I've worked in Thailand. Thais are fun, very, very funny. Now we're already quite far in, but I want to talk about something else with you. I want to talk to you about Cypriotness. My daughter has a little company in Switzerland called Cypriotness. You are a Cypriot lady and you care about your town, Larnaca. For those who don't know where that is, Larnaca is the place where the airport is in Cyprus, and it's not a very big town. It's not the biggest town, but it has turned out very, very beautiful. And you really, really care about your town and about your people and about your island. So what if somebody is listening, what do people need to know about Cyprus or about Larnaca?
Larnaca is a very simple but Cypriot town so far. The people of it are very simple. They love nature. And believe it or not, we do like our town to get developed. But we don't want to have that development, other towns in Cyprus developed. I believe in cultural things, and I do believe that the richness in every country is in the culture and the historical things that you have to preserve. You have to make them look better, and also to secure those beaches and the image of the Greek islands, because we, believe it or not, some people they don't want us to call ourselves Greek islands because we haven't been invaded. We are now half of it. I don't want to get into that, but
No politics.
I still feel no politics. But I still believe that as a Cypriot, Greek-speaking citizen, no matter, we love everybody, every single person that lives with us, no matter if it's Cypriot or came from abroad and living, as far as it is integrated and loves this country as it is. We don't want people to change us. We don't want foreign things, because the beauty is to differentiate, and every culture has to have a unique image of that culture. So for my town, I do love the sea is perfect, without any fish or any sharks or any. So it's a perfect beach for everybody, families and children. I see myself. I see the town to expand with the Larnaca Marina, and I hope they will not destroy it with developments that they are not with low development. And the St. Lazarus Church is one of the most historical, yes, church that a lot of people would have faith, and they do really find shelter in the St. Lazarus. So also, I'm having a small business with my husband, the Marina Partners 211, that we are accommodating people because, as we said, we excel in something, and that is a service. And beside that, I created the Sheinspires and Cyprus events and seminars that I aim to create such events that they are not there for a specific reason. They are providing, how do you call it, entertainment, to have the music, so people can have nice time with food, music, but also to be for a cause. That cause might be like the other time we had that particular event. It was a cause for supporting the Multiple Sclerosis Association of Larnaca. And I thank you very much, Elizabeth, for your contribution in that and the people that they came and supported that event as well. So Sheinspires is how it became Sheinspires. When I lost my job and I didn't know where to go, there was a She Experts platform that they had denied me to. I applied and they denied my application without any reason. I don't know what was the reason.
What they didn't
but that
like.
platform was actually to help you
Yeah.
know new things.
Yeah.
And I saw that the women that they were having the position, actually women that they were almost the same everywhere, you know,
Yeah.
and they didn't need it. All right. And then I said, well, if they are she experts, I am she power. First of all, I'm
Good
she
for
power.
you. Good for you.
But thanks to she experts, I became powerful. And I created the first event, which was the She Woman event. I called it She Woman because I see in every woman that she's something, as every he is something. She performs, she travels, she creates. I see it in this way. And that was again an amazing event with a pleasure, a lot of value, and a lot of inspiration, like it was the last one.
Beautiful. I really enjoyed that event. And I think the fact how the amount of people that you get together and then you gave to a good cause is the perfect thing that somebody should do on a Saturday morning. I really did enjoy it. So we're coming to
my aim. Yes. So I
Okay.
want to just say to it, my aim is to create connections, actually. I like that among individuals who share similar values and aspirations or who need to learn or remind about values and aspirations, creating a supportive network that to be dedicated to personal growth and mutual assistance. I mean, to be helpful like you are, because you inspired me every time, every single what you said. You talk about kindness, but you not only talk about kindness, you show kindness, you show gratefulness, and you walk. What would you say? You walk
your talk.
your talk. Yes.
Yeah.
So through this journey, I also seek to expand my own horizons, continuously learning and evolving alongside those I aim to support. It's a reciprocal process where I not only contribute to the development of others, but also the others contribute to my development. And I do believe in a supportive community that will help each other.
Yeah, so do I. And that's definitely the last or another thing that we have in common because, it's very easy to talk. Lots of people talk about many things, but it truly shows in the way you behave. People don't remember what you said, but people will remember how you made them feel. And when you walk your talk and you make people feel good, that's what people like. And I think that's what you do. And apart from that, you see everything else. So many things happen. We wanted to add before because you were mentioning something about Larnaca, and Larnaca doesn't want to become like some other towns. And the thing is, I totally agree because that other town, especially the one, they're selling their soul. It's never going to be the same place again. But that is a completely different story. We shall not elaborate on that. But I want to thank you, Paola, because I just want you to keep going and inspiring, because you contribute a lot to so many different events. I see you being an MC at different, all sorts of things. But what I really, really see in you is a supportive and kind woman.
Thank you, Elizabeth. And hearing this from you, that you are my idol, and I truly, you are inspiring me. And I get always, I get, I come, as I say, I resonate with you. And that is why I admire you more, because you are far steps ahead from many women I know. And not only with your character and with your actions, but actually with your kindness. And whatever you do it with passionately, love, and keep on doing what you're doing. Thank you
This
very
was
much.
supposed to be about you, Paola. Stop paying me compliments. Thank you so much for being on Most Memorable Journeys today. Paola Savva.
Thank you. And thank you very much. And let us the journey through life to open our hearts and curious minds, for it is the exploration of the unknown that we truly discover ourselves. That is about the journey of the lives and traveling as well.
If you enjoy my podcast, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. You will find all the information in the show notes.